separate channels.
Yeah.
But then we just kept coming back to the idea that why can't we just do this
Together. So, clearly we don't have the same style, so we will be posting individual videos of just each other. And we're planning on posting at least 3 times a week. 3 times a week.
Right? All on the same channel.
All on the same channel.
Hilarious vibes and then my vibes just kind of meshed together, which is where we came up with the idea of Yin Yang ASMR.
We have completely different energies, if you can't already tell just by looking at us. And we do things differently, but we wanted to show that even people who are completely different in our styling can also come together to do a video together at least once a week. So this is our first video together. So if you're still around and you want to stick around for the video, then just keep watching. Today's video is actually going to be a story time video.
Considering that this is our first video that we will be posting, just kind of like an introduction to the channel, we felt it would be best to do, introduction on how we first met kind of story before really diving into all the other stuff. As far as, what you may or may not want to do with this video, it's okay if you fall asleep.
That's the goal, actually. We want to help you.
We don't want to bore you with the story, but
Relaxing is the point of this channel.
Exactly. Relaxing.
So, let's go ahead and get started. So, we have to go all the way back to 2018, which is before COVID happened. I had just finished 2 degrees and I wanted to go for my 4th, and I needed to go to UNLV to accomplish that. So, with that, I had to enroll, and I had to focus on my major, which was, at the time, Latin American Studies. So, the first day of school came around. I had been single for about 4 years, I think. Right? About 4 years. I was not trying to look for a guy, not interested. I was so focused on my education and on other things, traveling and focusing on making myself a better person, that when I went to UNLV, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I'm not going to be looking for a man. This year is focused on me, just like every other year. And I just want to be friends with my mom and travel the world, and that's it. So I enrolled for fall of 2018, and on the very first day of school, I arrived super early. I hate being late for things, and it bugs me that people are late for things. So I showed up super early to Latin American Studies 101. Now, no one else was in the room before me. I was the very first one. And then about 5 minutes later, this really tall white kid pops in.
For me, I had actually, for the past couple of years, been working on my undergrad so that I could get into pharmacy school. And I had been really focusing on, this particular day, I showed up like half an hour early, and I came in. And when I came in, I thought I was in the wrong class because there was already somebody there, which never happens. There's usually never somebody that also shows up early to a class that's like considered to be like, probably like an elective class. And so I was like, who is this person?
So, I think it's pretty funny. When we looked at each other, we knew each other. We just didn't know from where or what our names were. We actually knew each other from church, and I knew who he was. I knew he was an identical twin, but I didn't know his name because he's an identical twin. I don't want to call him by his brother's name, and then, look dumb when I find out it's the wrong name. So, I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, I know him. But I don't want to go up to him and say the wrong name, so I'm just gonna wait until after class and then ask him, hey, I know you. What's your name?
And for me, I saw Valeria, and I was thinking, wait a minute, I know this girl. But like the same thing, I couldn't remember from where. I didn't even realize that it was, from church. I thought it was like from a different class. But I am very notorious with like getting to know people and then forgetting their names. And so like I just didn't want to embarrass myself because I thought she was really cute. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna go up to her and be like, hey, you're completely forgettable. What's your name again? That would not have been a good way to start. And so the whole time during the class, I was trying to remember where I knew her from.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
I knew you were from church. I just didn't know what your name was.
Right, and so by the time the class came to an end, she was gonna come talk to me, and I was gonna go talk to her. But I freaked out, and so I ran.
Yeah, so he
bolted out of the classroom.
He bolted out of the classroom, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I was gonna go to him, but now
She like puts her bags away, and then she looks to like, go talk to me.
and he's like, go.
And I was gone.
And I was like, okay, well, clearly he knows me or something because he didn't even wait. So I was like, oh, okay. Luckily, though, the next class after that was our religious studies class. I didn't know it was our class. I thought it was just my class. So I show up, and the teacher who I've known for years is in there, and he's like, oh, hey, Valeria, how's it going? Are you excited for class? And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm really, really excited. You know everyone that comes to, like, these classes because they're from church. Do you know this skinny redhead guy, who's really tall, and he has a twin? And it was so funny because the teacher automatically was like, oh, is it Taylor or is it Ryan? And I was like, okay, Taylor or Ryan, now I have a name, because I didn't have a name before. So I was like, okay, it's Taylor or Ryan. And he's like, oh, and FYI, they both are in this class. And I was like, oh my gosh, so I'm gonna see him again.
And I showed up a little bit later to this class. And I remember walking into the class, and the professor, Brother Hanson, in front of the whole class says, oh, and here's Taylor, who has a class with Valeria earlier this day. And I just remembered, like, I saw her, and I just went pale, and I was like, oh, this is where I know her from. And I just was so embarrassed that, like, Valeria was trying to say hi, because, like, the class hadn't started yet. And I just, like, remember putting my head down. I was like, oh, hey. And then, like, ran to my desk.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, Taylor, that's your name. That's your name. And you just were like, oh, hey. So I, like, went to the other side of the classroom, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then class starts, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this go. I wasn't, let me be very clear, I was was not physically attracted to him. I wasn't into him in any way, but he seemed like a really nice person, and I needed a friend. And so we started talking, and we were just friends, just friends. And he said something that I actually thought he meant, and he was like, "Hey, can I have your phone number? Because we have, since we have 2 classes together, just in case I can't do the homework or I'm absent, like, would you mind if I texted you or called you?" And I was like, "Of course, that's totally fine. We're friends."
Oh, you had to clarify. I had asked for a number in that way, particularly for the first class, because we had a lot of papers that we had to turn.
Yeah, it was very paper heavy.
And I had asked her for her number because I'm like, oh yeah, and I need help, writing my papers. And like, I would literally spend like 10 minutes on these papers, and she'd give me like a 98%. And I remember we were doing a paper for you once. How many hours did we spend on it? And she still gave you like a C.
Yeah.
And so
going in, like, navigating our relationship now, I know that was total BS.
I was present at the math club.
So I was just like, okay, sure, we're friends, yeah. And then we started spending every waking moment together, I feel like.
Yeah, we would spend the mornings together. We would go get like Starbucks.
Yeah, we'd get like Starbucks and like croissants together.
It was their own campus.
It was their own
campus. Walk together to the main campus.
And then my favorite bakery in Las Vegas was actually just down the street. So we would go there in the morning. And we just became so close without being romantic at all. And then it just got to the point where we were never separated, either by phone or in person. We were always together.
Our energy is just kind of like really vibed.
Yeah.
We did really well together. We would always be laughing, and we just really connected, even though we were from like completely different backgrounds. And at the time, we had a lot of different like thoughts as far as like what we believed. Not regarding to like the church, but like regarding to other things. And it was just crazy that 2 people from such different backgrounds, how we like meshed together as friends.
So both of us could tell at a certain point, I think it was, we met in August, started talking in August. We became best friends all of August, all of September. It was like at the beginning of October where we both started feeling romantic feelings. I noticed that in October I was getting like weary of touching him because I didn't want to give him the wrong idea or rush him into a relationship. But I was very clearly having those feelings, and it all came to a climax on Halloween.
Well, and then the build-up to that is that as we went from friends to best friends, all of our other people that we knew, like her friends and my friends, would keep asking us like, okay, what's going on? You guys are obviously very close, and they could like feel the tension.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Can you just ask him out already?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna ask him out. That's just not my vibe. It's not what I'm gonna do."
And I was too scared because I'm like, if she says no, well then like I don't want to lose my best friend kind of thing. And
yeah.
I don't think like they keep telling me, oh, she likes you, and I'm like, well, of course she likes me. We're best friends. I didn't realize they meant like you.
I was not hiding my feelings for sure. When anyone ever asked me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm like obsessed with him. Oh yeah, I really like him. Because I was like, if anything, being honest is just gonna get me closer to where I want to be, which is I want to be his girlfriend.
Well, and she even admitted, Larry even admitted that looking back at our text messages and what I used to say and what I used to do when I talked to her, she's like, oh, it's like 100% obvious that you.
Well, that's because I know you now.
Yes, I know. But that's the thing is that, like, for me, it was very, like, me, it didn't feel like I was being very covert in my flirting and like my messages that I was sending. But like that's what I'm got two different backgrounds here as far as like dating and flirting.
Anyway, so yeah, Halloween comes, and there's a Halloween dance at our church, and I was so excited because I got my costume as someone from Slytherin House, because I'm a Slytherin. So Halloween comes, and I'm super excited because I got my Slytherin costume in the mail, and I just wanted to be a Slytherin so bad, and he told me that he was going to wear his Gryffindor jacket or his Gryffindor robe. So I was like, we're going to match. How cool. We're going to have a matching couple's costume without even being a couple. How cool.
That's not the only thing you were planning.
Yeah, I was planning to kiss him, but the guy stood me up.
Okay, to be fair.
No, you stood me up.
I didn't stand you.
You stood me
It
up.
wasn't a formal date or anything like that. It was just like,
No,
hey,
you said you were gonna be there.
you said you were hanging out during this time or whatever. And what happened was that my twin brother kind of got wind of this little plot to steal me away, and we were gonna pair off. And I think for him, he just got really self-conscious or whatnot. And so he didn't share any of those feelings with me. Just the day of, literally half an hour before, we were supposed to go as the Weasley twins, right? And half an hour before, he said, "I'm not going. I don't want to do it." And up to that point, my twin brother, we did everything together. And so here, I'm gonna go without my wingman. And I knew Valeria was bringing her cousin. So I'm at that point, either I'm gonna be a third wheel or she's gonna be a third wheel. Not you, but your cousin. And so I was just I don't know. I just felt too self-conscious, and I had never really done anything outside of that, in a social aspect without my brother. And so that kind of I just, my fear stopped me, and I should have gone. Because, tell them how mad you got.
I got so mad that I made my cousin and I leave the dance early, and we went to a sushi joint, and I just vented over sushi. And I was very upset, and I was so upset that I told him I was upset. And I don't know if he took me seriously or not, but he was just like, "Oh, sorry." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm really upset. I'm not baking it."
It was around that time that I realized, oh wait, she does like me. And I was like, holy crap, I think this could work. And if she really didn't like me that way, she wouldn't have gotten mad. It wouldn't have been no big deal. But because of how angry you got, it kind of was a smack in the face where I'm like, oh holy crap. We could probably do this. We could be girlfriend, boyfriend.
And that's where we'll leave it for next video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We will continue this beautiful, beautiful, annoying, and angry story later next week for our joint couples video.
Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that noty bell.
Go subscribe.